listening to Audio SSLC, your audio medium for easy understanding and revision. To download a copy of this recording, please visit audiosslc.com. History, Unit 7, Freedom Movement. In this unit, you learn Rise of Nationalism, Indian National Congress, Moderates, Radicals and Revolutionists. The Rise of Nationalism. Indian freedom movement is an important and vibrant chapter in the history of India. Before this, we come across kings who fought against the foreign occupation, but these fights were guided by their political goals. Since they fought against the foreign occupation, it can be considered as the beginning of nationalism. During the second half of 19th century, many developments like expansion of communication and roads, expansion of English education, journalism, and the birth of cultural associations can be witnessed. But people suffered a lot with the famines and hardships created by the British rule. Many farmers and tribal agitations that took place during this period is a proof of this. Indians who suffered in the hands of East India Company put up a strong resistance in the form of First War of Indian Independence in 1857. As a result, it ended the rule of East India Company in 1858 and started the rule of the Queen of England in 1858. With implementation of Act of 1861, the participation of Indians in the legislation process was ushered in. As a result of all these, the educated youth started sharing the idea of nationalism with ordinary people. Nationalism found its root as a concrete concept. Indian National Congress is the institutional expression of this. Indian National Congress. The First War of Indian Independence in 1857 led to the development of political awakening in India. Many educated youth provided leadership to various associations which had nationalistic outlook. Among them, the Hindu Mela, All Indian Association, Pune Public Sabha, and the Indian Association are important. Newspapers opposed the stance of the government. During the reign of Lord Lytton, Vernacular Press Act was implemented to curb the independence of the independent press. All these developments inevitably led to the establishment of Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress, which changed the direction of Indian political history, was born in a national convention held at Bombay in 1885. W.C. Banerjee was its first president. A.O. Hume played an important role in formation of Indian National Congress. Hume was a retired British civil servant and met political leaders in cities like Madras, Bombay and Calcutta and discussed the various issues of public importance. As a result of these deliberations, the Congress declared that achieving national unity as its primary aim during its first national convention. It tried to achieve unity among the diverse cultural and social paths of India. The leaders of this period also had the commitment to achieve it. Newspapers were published in vernacular language and enabled discussion on various social issues. As a result, various political issues reached the people. The British employed divide and rule policy to break the unity emerging among the people with the development of nationalism. They started implementing strategies to cause disunity among Hindus and Muslims. Still, the Indian National Congress continued with its focus on creating unity among Indians. During the later part of 19th century, difference of opinions arose in the Indian National Congress. Due to their differences in ideology, beliefs and execution styles, they are identified as moderates and radicals. Moderates. Traditionally, the first 20 years of the Indian National Congress is called as the Age of Moderates. W.C. Banerjee, M.G. Ranade, Surendranatha Banerjee, Dadabhai Naoroji, Gopalakrishna Gokhale were the major moderate leaders. Moderates had faith in the rule of British and judiciary. They used to table their demands with the framework of the constitution through prayers and requests. They tried to bring in political awareness among the people. They organized public meetings, discussed various burning issues, and submitted memorandums to the government. They submitted memorandums demanding cutting down of military expenditure, development of Indian industries, providing good education and programs for poverty alleviation. Moderates were the first to study the ill effects of the British rule on India. They explained the drain of resources of India into England through scientific statistics and called it drain theory. By increasing the import and reducing the export, the British facilitated the draining out of precious Indian resources into India. Just like Dadabhai Navoroji, R.C. Dutt too published books explaining the draining of Indian resources into England. The period of moderates is called as the Age of Liberal Nationalism. The period between CE 1885 and 1905 is called as the Age of Moderates. Radicals. The soft stance of the moderates towards the British made unhappy group within the Congress to call them as political beggars. The group congressmen who criticized the soft stance of moderates are called as radicals. Aurobindo Ghosh, Bipin Chandra Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bal Gangadhar Tilak are the main members of this radical group. They opposed the stance of the British, who considered nominating the Indian members to Indian legislative assemblies as an important favour. Please collect more information on India Act 1861 and 1892. Division of Bengal. The anti-British sentiment was dominant in Bengal, and it was the centre of anti-British protests. In order to suppress these developments, Viceroy Lord Curzon thought of dividing Bengal in the name of administration. In reality, Bengal had more concentration of Muslim and Hindu people. The census report had indicated that the east part of Bengal had more number of Muslims and the west part of Bengal had more number of Hindus. The British divided Bengal in 1905. Like this, the British thought of suppressing the spirit of national freedom struggle with the division of Bengal. The division of Bengal in 1905 was opposed by Indian National Congress. Still, the Bengali language could unite the Hindu and Muslim communities. Raksha Bandhan, cultural festival, was held to bring in unity among Hindus and Muslims. The division of Bengal resulted in the widespread protests across the country. The radicals took the issue to the doorsteps of common people. They called for boycotting of foreign goods and the institutions that encourage it. Indians were encouraged to use local goods. The British government withdrew the Bengal Division Order in 1911. Tilak declared, "Swaraj is my birthright. I would definitely get it back." Attaining complete freedom was the aim of radicals. They tried to organize the common people of India. They attempted to organize people by employing religious celebrations too. They used Ganesha, Shivaji and Durga celebrations to organize people against the British. Muslim League was born in 1906 to protect the Muslim identity. Tilak published Kesari in Marathi and Maratha in English languages. He encouraged common people to protest against the British. The radical writings of Tilak galvanized the common people. The British arrested Tilak due to these developments. Tilak wrote a book, Gita Rahasya, in the prison, which further fueled the freedom fervor. You know this. Tilak utilized Ganesh festival and Shivaji festivals to kindle the nationalistic fervor among the people. Revolutionaries. Revolutionaries dreamed of attaining complete freedom. They believed that they can drive away the British by employing violent methods. They established secret associations across the country and started collecting weapons and money for an armed struggle against the British. They provided training also. A secret organization named Lotus and Dragger was founded in England. People and Aurobindo Ghosh, who were in England, supported the revolutionaries through this organization. Similarly, another revolutionary organization called Gadha in USA can be recalled here. Abhivanava Bharata and Anushila Samiti were the two important secret organizations in India. They used bombs and guns to achieve their goal. The government tried to suppress them by arresting them and hanging them unto death on the charges of sedition. Aurobindo Ghosh, V.D. Savarkar, Ashwini Kumar Datta, Rajanarayana Bose, Rajaguru, Chakikar brothers, Vishnu Shastri, Champukar, Shamaji Krishnavarma, Ras Bihari Ghosh, Madam Kama, Kudiram Bose, Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqulla Khan, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Jatin Das are more prominent among the revolutionaries. The dream of revolutionaries to bring the freedom to India quickly did not materialize completely. Still, they were the fountains of spirit to the Indian freedom movement. Many of the radicals later became revolutionaries and continued their efforts. Aurobindo Ghosh was one such leader like this. The role of revolutionaries is important in many ways in the annals of Indian history. Exercises. Fill in the blanks. 1. The Indian National Congress was found in the year dash. 2. The drain theory was forwarded by dash. 3. Swarajya is my birthright was declared by dash. 4. Bal Gangadhar Tilak published dash newspaper in Marathi. 5. A secret organization by name Abhinava Bharati belonged dash. Next, choose the right option and fill in the blanks. 1. The founder of Indian National Congress is A. Mahatma Gandhi ji, B. A.O. Hume, C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, or D. Gopala Krishna Gokhale. 2. Maratha paper was published by A. Jawaharlal Nehru, B. Ras Bihari Bose, C. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, or D. V.D. Savarkar. 3. Muslim League was founded in A. 1924, B. 1922, C. 1929, or D. 1906. 4. The viceroy who implemented the Bengal division was A. Lord Cornwallis, B. Dalhousie, C. Lord Curzon, or D. Robert Clive. Discuss in group and answer the following. 1. Which were the organizations that were present before the founding of Indian National Congress? 2. What were the demands of moderates placed in front of the British? 3. Explain the drain theory. 4. Name the revolutionaries of Indian independence movement. 5. Discuss the role of Bal Gangadhar Tilak in the Indian independence movement. 6. What were the reasons for the withdrawal of Bengal division? Next, activities. 1. Make an album of photos of Indian independence movement. 2. Collect the photographs of moderate freedom fighters and read their life histories. In the project, organize a drama show at school depicting the patriotism.